They see somebody like a JR on NBCSN and all of these barstool hockey podcast guys, and they just try to emulate that kind of toxic personality off the ice. And I feel like that is not how it should be. I feel like everybody should have place to be themselves and talk about things that they'd like to talk about, and kind of keep all of the calculated aggression on the ice instead of taking it off of the ice and using it against teammates. So my name is Jacob Lassner. I'm a senior in high school, and I am an openly gay captain of my hockey team. And this past year, I decided to try to raise awareness to the problem plaguing queer hockey players all over the world. Basically, like a fear to be themselves in the locker room, on and off the ice. And I reached out to you, Brock, as well as a few other big queer representatives of the sport, and I decided to interview all of you guys about what it means to be LGBTQ plus in hockey. Yeah.
That's great. How did Jacob get into hockey?
So basically, from birth, I've been playing. The first shirt I ever owned was an Islanders shirt, actually. And my dad started playing when he was in high school, and I don't know, I picked it up at a very young age. I really love the ice. I love to be on the ice. I love to skate. And yeah, I just kind of picked up from there. I started playing when I was 5 years old. And I haven't stopped since. I really love the game.
That's awesome. So what is it that you love about it?
Well, to me, hockey is like an art form. Something that really stands out to me is when I watch like old footage of when the Soviet Union used to play in the Olympics. How choreographed and mathematical all of their passes and skating opportunities were, and I try to do the same when I play on the ice.
That's good. I like that answer. How could hockey be better for you and for the queer community?
So I feel like the way that hockey is set up right now, it doesn't really give space for people to be their authentic selves. As we talked about before, Brock, I feel like there's a certain straight, white, middle upper class culture in hockey, and kind of everyone tries to be the same person that they see on TV. They see somebody like a JR on NBCSN and all of these barstool hockey podcast guys, and they just try to emulate that kind of toxic personality off the ice. And I feel like that is not how it should be. I feel like everybody should have place to be themselves and talk about things that they'd like to talk about, and kind of keep all of the calculated aggression on the ice instead of taking it off of the ice and using it against teammates. That would be my key.
So knowing this and knowing that culture, what keeps you in the sport?
Well, I really, really love watching and playing hockey. And I feel like being an out gay member of my hockey team, especially being the captain, I feel like I have a certain responsibility to make it known that yes, you can be out and play in hockey, and you know it can be a lot of fun too. So I just try to be that positive role model for other hockey players who may identify as LGBTQ plus.
What gives you hope for queer people in the sport?
So what I've been noticing a lot of is I see that this kind of movement is picking up steam gradually on social media, spearheaded by people like you. And I see also as well, there's a big racism problem in the sport as well, and I see accounts like the Black Girl Hockey Club and all of those kinds of accounts really beginning to pick up steam, and we have NHL players like Curtis Gabriel who are helping out as well. So I'm seeing a glimpse of hope, but I hope that people can start to get over this hockey boy stereotype that I've been noticing a lot recently.
You give me hope.
Thank you.
You're one of the people, and I'll tell you why. And a lot of the people that I've interviewed give me hope. And you give me hope because you came out so young. And you share who you are. You're not like out there hiding the fact that you have a boyfriend. You're not out there, you know, closeted or just, yeah, I'm gay, but like I'm a bro dude. You're like, you're living as yourself. You're talking about issues. You're educating folks and changing. You're changing minds and thoughts and behaviors daily.
Thank
uh,
you. Yeah.
and every time you step into a locker room, you do that. And if you're doing that as a teenager in high school, playing, still in like minor hockey, essentially, like that's huge.
Thank you.
Those kids are going to grow up, and then they're going to go play on other teams and be like, no, this isn't cool. And then they're going to have kids and say, no, we don't talk that way. and
That's the
and
hope.
yeah, and they're going to stay in hockey. They're going to coach their kids hockey. They may coach more competitive or like adult hockey or whatever, professional, anything. They stay in the game, and then they're going to shift things because of you.
Thank you.
And that's massive, and you should be so proud of yourself. The courage to come out at your age and be you in this culture is huge. And I hope that when we share this, more kids, or I guess young adults your age, I hope kids and young adults see this and see you and say, wait, he did that, and he's the captain of his youth hockey team. Why can't I? So thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
So something that I've tried to do recently, to kind of spread awareness and kind of take baby steps into solving this problem, especially in youth hockey. This would be applied to. Um, I bought a few rolls of that rainbow pride tape, and I had everybody on my team put a few strips around their stick, and it was a very cool moment to see everybody with the tape on their stick, kind of in solidarity with myself, and
And
um,
they were okay doing that?
yeah, everyone was okay, and we played a few games with the tape on our sticks, and it was a very special moment for me especially, and it gave me a lot of hope, as we were talking about earlier.
That gives me hope too, because NHL players should learn from that and see that, and that it can be worn in more than just, and used in more than just warm-ups. And and seeing that, and that solidarity from your teammates is massive.
It was big, yes.
Well, I want to thank you so much for sharing your story. I want to thank you for being you. You're an incredible young person who I think the world of, and I can't wait for the world to see you.
Thank you so much, Brock. I appreciate this opportunity again.